Hi everybody, I'm Sally Farrell,
And I'm Deanna Burgon.
and we're with eXp Realty here in beautiful Bellingham, Washington. And we are going to talk today about something that our clients talk to us about and ask us questions about, and that is the possibility of a coming recession. One of the big concerns that our clients have is a recession going to have an effect on our housing prices? And when is that recession coming?
Exactly.
We don't know.
Right.
We don't know when it's coming. We do know that it's an election year. Things are really topsy-turvy. It's going to be hard to predict what's going to be happening in the next year before the election. But what we do know is that if and when a recession does come, it should not have a big effect on our housing prices. Why
Correct.
is that?
Yes. Because if you look over history, and history shows that, so we've had several recessions.
Yeah,
The one that
let's take a look
people
at this.
remember the most is the 2008. But we've actually had several, and if you notice this graph, the housing prices actually tend to go up, which goes against what you would think, especially after 2008. But they do tend to go up with a recession or a correction.
Mm-hmm.
And with all intents and purposes, that's what should happen this time. And that is because of what caused this last recession in 2008. Completely different than what caused the one in 1980, the one in 1981, and 2001. The actual mortgage industry was the cause of the recession in 2008.
Right. So in the past recessions, we've seen prices go up a little bit because investors see real estate as a safe investment, a safe haven for their money.
Right.
So like in 1981, that was kind of flat. But like you said, in the last recession, it was caused by the fact that we had terrible mortgage practices. People were taking out loans that they just could not afford, and so
Right.
were defaulting right and left on their loans. People were using their equity that they had built in their homes as a cash machine.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because since the market had gone up, people all of a sudden had all this equity, which we're seeing again.
Yeah.
People are having a lot of equity in their houses because we were able to buy at a low, and now we're increasing our equty. So, but this time, people are not just buying it on depreciating items. They're using it to either just stow it away or
Buy more property?
What is it called? Assets.
Appreciating assets.
Yes, thank you.
Rather than
Yes.
depreciating assets.
Yes.
So we're in a much stronger position right now. I thought it was really interesting after the last 2008 crash. I saw an article, I was looking, just getting some information from this. A year later, there was an article that said by that point, a full 23 point something percent of mortgages were underwater. 24 almost percent of mortgages were negative.
Right.
And that just basically meaning that people owed more on their mortgage than their home was worth.
Right.
That's a terrible position for us to be in as a nation. So
Yeah.
at this point, the default rate or the underwater negative, the negative mortgage, there we go, is only about 3.8%, and it keeps going down. So we're in a really strong position to weather a recession in that regard. Let's take a look here. Sorry, one moment. When will the next recession begin? That's the other question.
Right. So it's 50-50 in all the polls showing, even this one. You can see that they surveyed, like Pulsonomics did theirs, Duke University did theirs, and they can't even agree.
Right.
Experts can't agree, and the public has been polled, and 50% think that there will be a recession in the next year, and 50% think that there won't. So
I guess we're just going to have to cruise along and see what happens and just make some good decisions. So let's take a look here. Oh, that's the same one, sorry. So this is the projected home prices. So I think this actually will help put some minds at ease as well. Even though these different polls from different economists, different banks, that sort of thing, don't really agree when the recession is going to happen. This projected home prices going forward, they polled all these different organizations, and everyone pretty much agrees in the next couple of years at least, we will see, this is a nationwide poll, this is overall, that prices will continue to go up. And of course in the Northwest, we're in a little bit better position than some of these other areas, so we really feel strongly that prices will continue to rise in the Northwest because what drives our market?
Demand.
And supply.
Yep.
Exactly. Our supply remains super low, interest rates remain super low, but the people just keep coming.
That's right.
Yeah. So hopefully that puts your mind at ease.
Right. So in other words, don't be afraid of the real estate market.
Exactly. It's a great time to sell.
Yep. And a great time to buy.
And a great time to buy
With
still.
interest rates the way that they are, yeah, definitely a really good time to get into the housing market if you're looking at getting into it, and a good time to switch over as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we heard somebody say that if you get into the market right now and lock into an interest rate, you're going to be bragging about that interest rate for the next 10 years.
That's right. Yep, that's right.
Yeah. So I hope that puts your mind at ease. I'm Sally Farrell. Oh, and please subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, please like. We'd love to hear your comments and questions, and we'll have more of these coming your way. So we look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Subscribe.
Bye. Okay.